Monday, 26 January, year of our Lord 2026. I don't think you can call this anything but the White House blinking, right? That Walz had this, Walz called up and glazed President Trump, slobbered all over him. But for what we're hearing now, that Bovino, who I think Bovino's done an amazing job in a tough situation, just put it in perspective. The Republican congressman sat there and allowed this to happen after year after year after year. What'd they do? They called Mayorkas up a couple times and sent some strongly worded letters. They did nothing. They did nothing. 12 to 15 to 20 million illegal alien invaders didn't get here unless the Democratic Party drove it and the elites in our country drove it because it benefited them economically, and also the Marxists wanted to shred American society. But the Republican Party went along with it. Well, remember Greg Abbott, who's criticizing Border Patrol right now, criticizing Bovino? He never did anything. He never put the barbed wire down there, and they wouldn't even tie it together. As the governor of the state, he didn't stop an invasion at all. That's why they're arguing in this primary right now. The attorney general's races, they're really going to do something this time. It's not going to be like last time. What was done? The House did nothing. They did nothing. So naturally, they want to get these people out there. They don't want to deport anybody. Maybe they want to do the worst of the worst, which is a code word, means they're going to get the rapists, the murderers, and that's it. Then they're going to leave with millions and millions and millions. The president last night, not me, the president of the United States, said we have tens of millions of criminal aliens in the country. I agree with that, because all of them that came here are criminals by doing it, and they all have to go. Tom Homan going and being deployed is great. Taking Bovino, and now not just the folks around here, but it looks like some of the Customs and Border is a partial withdrawal. What do we get for that? Did Walz say that the city police are now going to work with them? Did we get the National Guard turned over to the president so we can use the National Guard and they're not in yellow vests being humiliated, handing out coffee and donuts? What did we get? What do we get from Walz? I'd like to know what the facts are here. Homan going is fantastic if he presses the bet. And now Kristi Noem's got to go before the Judiciary Committee. And in addition, I bring in Jack Posobiec. And Jack, thanks for sticking around to do this. They've turned over the investigation. I'm not so sure the president understands what he agreed to, if he agreed to this at all. But Walz is telling people that the state investigators, and Jack, can you please inform people of the state investigation group? What a group. These guys are the worst in the world. We've already seen their track record. Supposedly he's turned an investigation of these federal officials stopping people, domestic terrorists, trying to, because that's what it is. These aren't just citizens of Minnesota. These are domestic terrorists. Jack Posobiec.
Well, Steve, people have to remember, of course, that these investigators in the State Investigations Offices, BCA in Minnesota, this is all controlled by Keith Ellison. So Keith Ellison is of course, as we know, a committed jihadist, committed subversive, but also someone who has promoted and endorsed Antifa tactics, and specifically by name held up the Antifa book.
Because this is how these guys work. Jack, I just want you to stay through the break, but real quickly. If any Customs and Borders agents leave with Bovino, is that a de-escalation? Is that a withdrawal?
It is a de-escalation. It's a changing out. I'd like to know if does this mean there's going to be state police and local police helping with ICE? I'm a supporter of Commander Bovino. I think his tactics have been absolutely appropriate given the situation that he's in and the lack of support that they have had from local officials.
Bovino has done a magnificent job. The cops were against him. The National Guard was against them. The political apparatus, it's infiltrated. Look at the signal chats. They have people in the department. They have people in DMV. They're giving their licenses. Bovino was there by himself fighting all that. He did a magnificent job. Not a good job. He did a magnificent job when the world was against him. And look at both of these situations where these domestic terrorists, because that's what they are trying to intrude in basic police operations. Bovino did a great job. Not an okay job, not a good job, not a Bravo Zulu. He did a great job. Everything was stacked against him. And what are we getting for that? Has Walz come out and said, I was wrong and that we're going to support? No, they're taking a victory lap right now. They should take a victory lap right now. You're blinking. You're blinking. And it's only going to get worse.